Hey everybody, welcome back to SuccessWithChris.com. I'm your host, Chris O'Neill, the internet's most successful blog. Today I want to talk to you about perception, just your perception of the world. It's an important topic because as you perceive things differently, and let me first off say kind of that your perception is not necessarily the way the world is. And that's the interesting thing is, if I look outside, and I chose the topic today because it's nice and snowy outside, and I'll give you a little glimpse. There's lots of snow out there. As you can see, it's snowed about probably about 8 inches in the last 24 hours. And a lot of places around the world, from where you're watching in particular, I'm from up here in Canada, so I'm used to it, right? We still go to, about our daily activities. Just because it's snowing doesn't matter, right? Where I've been in other places where it's actually snowing, it might snow 1 centimeter or half an inch, and the whole town shuts down, right? And it's all about perception. It's all about how you perceive it to be. It's not that, that we're crazier up here because we drive in the snow. It's not that down there people are, where it's warmer and it doesn't snow, it's not, people aren't afraid or are more afraid. It's just about perception. So I want to encourage you to actually think about the world and the way things are going a little bit differently every time you look at things. And my kids, I remember back there a little while ago, I got comfortable when I first realized that perception and kind of became aware of the realities of perception and stepping out of your box and comfort zones and so on. I noticed myself always clapping, with my right hand on top. I'm trying to think now. And so I started perceiving things a little bit differently and said, you know what? Why is that? So I switched it a little bit and I started clapping with my left hand on top. And my children actually noticed this, which is kind of strange to me that they actually noticed. But anyway, so they did. And so I looked at that and I said, it's kind of funny that, it's perceived that a lot of people clap that way. And they actually pointed out that it might be awkward. And children are great because they can point out little obvious things and things, right? But perception of the way your life is, you might have a wonderful, successful life, and you don't even know it, right? So I want you to look at things a little bit differently and understand that just because you don't think you're successful, maybe you are, right? I mean, I don't believe I'm successful. Okay, and I don't think I am. So I guess I can't say much more about that. I've had other people say that I am, but you know what? It's all about perception. So look at yourself a little bit differently and say, you know what? Maybe if I just did it a little differently or looked at it from a different point of view. And I often get, my wife in particular, she always says, why do you look at it a different point of view every time? And I say, I look at it at all points of view, or I try to. But I want to help other people see it from different points of view too, right? And, just because it snowed 8 inches today doesn't mean that the roads are slippery. It's all about perception and how you look at it. You have to, obviously drive a little bit more carefully today, but it's, no more dangerous than in the summertime. My wife is a paramedic, for instance, and they don't get many motor vehicle accidents, or at least serious ones, in the wintertime when it's snowing out. Their motor vehicle serious accidents are when it's summer and it's very nice out. Why? Because people's perception of the roads are a little bit different, thinking, oh my goodness, it's much more safer, so they drive much more dangerously. Again, just think about everything in your life, look at your life, look at the things around you a little bit differently, just to shake it up a little bit, just to change your way of thinking. My name's Chris O'Neill, and I'm wishing you the best of success. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.